Mike, you're coming to us now just about as a candlelight service is wrapping up here. We're only about 3 kilometers from the crime scene. We've heard a lot of people today offer words of prayer, offer words of encouragement, telling the people here that the nation stands behind them, but not one person talked about gun control, and that's certainly something that is going to be debated somewhat fiercely, you can promise, in the coming days. What we do know is that authorities have charged a 17-year-old, Dimitris Pakortis, with the crimes, with murder. He allegedly opened fire with a shotgun and a pistol, a .38 caliber pistol, owned by his father, legally owned by his father. Mike, what makes this crime somewhat different than the other mass shootings we have seen, there was no semi-automatic weapon, such as an AR-15, the civilian equivalent of what the military uses. This was a shotgun and a pistol. And they have been able to talk to one guard who was working at the school. He was shot twice in the arm. Authorities have talked to him, but without question, this tragedy is leaving its mark on this small community about 50 kilometers southeast of Galveston, just a week before seniors were scheduled to graduate.
It's so sad to see, and the emotion so raw. We hear from some of these kids today, and one of the ones that I found very striking, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, but one of the girls was asked if she was surprised, and she said, no, you kind of expect at some point this is going to happen. I mean, we've seen shootings at schools over and over and over again, dating back to Columbine, of course, one jumped out. What's the feeling there on the ground? I mean, it's almost as if the country's handcuffed, in a sense, to try and combat this.
Without question, I think that if you talk to people here, they're simply still in a state of shock. This is a small area, one that is deeply holds its faith very close to their heart, also very patriotic. So that's perhaps why we're not hearing any talk about gun control, but it has drawn a large number of people out tonight, including U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, also Governor Abbott here in Texas, who himself is in a wheelchair and says he knows what tragedy can do to somebody's life, how it can change them forever. And that's really what this community is talking to. We have some sound from some of the students. I'd like to play a bit of that for you to talk just about what they went through when this shooting unfolded.
Everybody went outside, and all the teachers are like, get this way, come over here, come over here. Next thing you know, we hear the booms, and everybody just starts running, everybody yelling, run, go, as fast as you can.
I heard 4 more shots, and then we jumped the fence on some dude's house, and then we ran to the car wash, and then we were sitting there trying to figure out everything that's going on, and I saw some girl, she had she got shot in the kneecap, I guess, and she had a bandage around it, she was limping, and then firemen came and got her.
So the big question, what do we know about the suspect? He's 17 years old, and talking to his classmates, they say he was basically a pretty normal student, except for the fact that he did wear a black trench coat and black boots to school, but they said that was just his style. He didn't stand out. He had no history of being bullied. He was an athlete, but authorities say they were able to go through his computer and his phone, and he'd kept some kind of journal or log where he had planned this. He also allegedly had a Molotov cocktail in a vehicle, and he had wanted to take his own life. Governor Abbott talking to the media earlier and saying that in the end, he was too much of a coward to take his own life. Very, very painful day here, Mike, and certainly one that is going to drag on for some time in this small area.
Callebs reporting from Sante Fe, Texas for us. Thanks so much.